E umau kia I mai ho mai, nā ia mai hale o mākou, mai luna lalo mai kai kihia, kai kihi mai kai kina ke komohana mai kau kai, mai loko awau, kia ia, mālama ia, e pale aku I nā hōpili ki ane ko kāpā. I've always liked working with the land. I love getting my hands dirty. You always need like an outlet or a way to kind of cleanse yourself.
There's an olelo no'iao in Hawaiian that says hulina lima ika lepo ola. You know, turn your hands into the soil and you'll have life. And that's really what we're seeing out here.
It's a beautiful day. It's awesome.
Talk about ecological restoration. We're really talking about social ecological restoration. We're healing the people at the same time that we're healing the land.
So when the Maui CARES Act came through, we had the unique ability of putting people back to work. So what we did with the Maui Nui Marine Resource Council is we found 7 different nonprofit organizations and gave them the opportunity to get paid for doing their kuleana work. What we found by offering these people that opportunity, there was somewhat of a shift. People wanted to do that work instead of go back to what they were doing. Why? Because it made them happier, made them feel better. They were back in their comfort zone, in their own spaces, because the work is more meaningful.
Fill out this mound because you want the water to flow. When you get into the mud and to feel that softness and to feel that mushy, muddy thing in your hand, it actually touches from head to toe because spiritually you're working.
Dragonflies all flitting around in the sunshine, taro leaves waving in the wind. When I get my feet in the mud, literally grounded in the earth, standing in the mud, working with the taro plants. It's very healing.
Being a 7th generation descendant from this side of the island, and my grandpa working with this farms, it's really just full circle. It makes my heart full knowing that I get to help take care of these soils.
COVID was, what it is it gave nature a chance to recover. It gave us a chance to see what we've given up. And then it's unfortunate that it took a pandemic for us to realize that these things are really important.
And aloha is not about just loving something, it's about the spiritual connection that goes with the work.
But COVID has given us all the time to reflect at what's important.
It is a spiritual understanding that connects you to the land, that connects you to all things, that help you find balance.
I wasn't brought up on the fish pond, but my family used to take care of fish ponds. So I learned a lot from my uncles and stuff. I learned just by watching. I see all the different things that they did, and I noticed that there was a pattern, you know, and I picked up on that, and I learned all that. Yeah. If you do things a certain way and honor that, you know, hey, you can be successful.
The health of the reef and the land is directly related to the health of people.
I hope that the opportunity for Molokai people to work at a sacred Molokai site like fish ponds fills them not only with a job and a paycheck, but meaning in their work. We can train them with our kupuna's knowledge and wisdom. They will be able caretakers for our island in the future.
The commonality between these community projects is kuleana, the responsibility to take care of things that are important to them. From the Moka to Makai, the mountains to the ocean, or the ridge to the reef, the ahupua'a system, where each one of these valleys was sustainable by taking care of the land. The ocean, it becomes protected too.
We see our water coming down from the waterfalls, but we don't see our water at the lower level streams, and so we couldn't figure out why. With this project, we were able to go up and find where the disconnects were so that we could have that volume of water coming down.
It's a real big benefit for all of us, especially the taro farmers, to actually do it ourselves so we can pass it on to our next generation, our kikis.
For me as an elder, to see our youngins out there made me feel proud. I pass the baton to them. I'm watching them. I'm listening to them. That's what I want. I want them to have the self-esteem, to take the leadership, the kuleana. So it's working, what I can see. And I'm thankful.
This is where I was born and raised, like this is where I grew up. This means everything to me. My number one priority to conserve and protect this aina, this land, because I bled, sweat, cried. I am the land, and the land is me. Like one day when our time comes, we're gonna return to the land.
And you can see it in the smiles of the faces, the way they walk, the way they stand, the way they interact. You don't need the words, you can just look and see it. And better yet, if you can feel it and you're in that space, you can feel the energy. Some people don't know what that is. When you show up, you figure it out real fast, what that energy is like in that space. Sometimes there's a buzz in the ground that resonates through your body. Well, I have some news for you. That wasn't the ground, that was somebody checking you out, making sure that you're okay to be in that place.
And every rock is important. Every pohaku has its own mana, his own power. The pohaku is something that is attached to this land. I know for sure that my family is in this wall. Yeah. This place just holds a real soft spot in my heart. I call it my happy place. Most of our board are lineal descendants. But originally, this ahupua'a of Mo'olea was awarded to Analea Ke'ohokalole. She was the mother of King Kalakaua, Liliuokalani, and the rest of the Kalakaua dynasty. And so this land is really, really special. This is their legacy, So it is important that we malama this area. It's our kuleana.
I have a big sense of kuleana to give back, because it's for years we've taken. And I try to instill that into my family, my grandkids and all of that. It'll be up to them later to get that type of mentality and take care of this place.
The Hawaiians had that knowledge. They knew how to keep everything in lokahi in balance. And all we gotta do is tap into that Ike Hawaii, that knowledge that came from this land, and then share it. I remember as a little girl, I could see the wall before, and now I can see it again, So special.
There's an olelo no'eau, Heli I ka'aina he kaua ke kanaka. The land is chief and we are its servants. That comes to mind watching everybody work. And you see the older people mentoring the younger ones because we want to pass our knowledge on to these young ones and create new leaders to make better decisions than what we've made. By creating better leadership, better people, better visitors, I think we can create a better world we live in, We take care of our little space first before expanding out. And if we can expand out far, hey, let's go international. Share aloha with the world.
I wanted to work here because the land has given us so much. It gives us food, it gives us a place to go. People come down here and surf all the time, and it's sad that a lot of the people that come down here to surf, they're not always the ones coming and cleaning up. So just to be able to take care of it and see it look nicer, it's an opportunity to give back to the place that we all grew up.
We believe the land has feelings, The mana comes from the land. Even as you stand here, there's mana below our feet, and that's what makes the land so special.
Through my minds, and I seen it through the workers, I seen how Hawaii was before, and it was like old Hawaii. Just taking off their shoes, the Aina will speak to them, and I can see that because they're into it. They just blend right in, but you have to kick their shoes off to feel the mana from that Aina.
My family, Ohana, are descendants of this property. Family and land go together, What would make me the most proud if I see the Opio, the youth, standing here doing what I do. And they're the ones carrying on this. My time in this thing is not going to be forever. There's going to be an end. And I don't want anything to stop, to change. And I need the younger generations to step up.
Hanai Aina, Malama Aina, aloha, love and compassion of all each other and the relationships that exist, both indirect, direct, and holistic. How can we maintain all of these relationships so we have a good space for people to live and thrive?
Elemental engagement is core to Hawaiian lifeways. Our air and our water and our soil are sacred. To aloha aina and to love these things is critical because literally our bodies are made of the molecules that we immerse ourselves with and consume. And here at Kipuko Uluwalu, it's just a magnificent place to feel the magnitude of that elemental engagement in some of its fullest forms.
I've done several lo'i restoration projects. This one happens to be close to my soul. Growing up here, I have many fond memories of traveling through here. We'll be able to provide sustenance to our family and seeing the others, bringing others in here. They're feeling their internal compass, the kahea, is calling them back. My greatest inspiration of the project is to see the youth in this 2020 inspired and excited, and some of them go off on their weekends and they're like, oh, we were looking at A'ali'i up in Poli Poli. You know, like, so it's spreading beyond just this work site.
Lately, I've been trying to be mindful of asking and then answering, what is my purpose here? What is my function? Sorry, that's silly. And how are we all interfacing to be of service to this space, to make it productive and make it special? It's always inherently special. And this place has always been a place of deep mana and deep stories. And it's how does that relationship continue to build, and what nourishment can we gain from that?